It's always an honor to host you friends on the Family Enrichment Hub. This is Stella Obokelo, and today I'm going to be continuing with our sub-series Building Teamwork in Our Marriages, and I want to be specifically speaking about our unique contributions as team members within our marital team. And I want to start us off with a very beautiful message that I received from a dear friend. Her husband got a CEO Distinguished Award in his place of work. And to celebrate this is what he sent to his wife. And I read, he said, "You, my dear wife, have been such a huge support in this journey, praying, encouraging, and above all, leaving all your work to support me and the children. Whatever I do at work, I know home is stable and you are cheering on. I appreciate you, my dear wife, and count it a blessing to be with you." Friends, I received this message and it just warmed up my heart. And indeed, it summarizes very beautifully my message for today, that in the marital teams that we are building, we each bring a very unique contribution into the success of those teams. And so, friends, on that note, allow me to draw another illustration from the football team. A football team is comprised of so many different players. You have the goalkeepers, you have the defenders, you have the strikers, you have all these people working together in order to bring success and indeed win every match that they participate in as a football team. That is the purpose of every football team. And friends, picture with me a scenario where a football team goes to play a game and there is no goalkeeper. What would happen? They are going to drink goals right from the beginning up to the very end. Again, picture with me a scenario where they go to play a match and they don't have defenders within their team. What would happen? Definitely their opponents are going to rain goals on them. Why? Because their defense is missing in action. They are absent. And so the opponents will have the day. They will strike goals right from the beginning up to the very end. When it comes to our marital team, friends, the principle is the same. When you're missing in action on your marital team, you are bringing down your team. You are breaking your team members. You are not helping them to achieve the goal and indeed the purpose for which you set up this team. And so, drawing from the illustration of the football team, we need to be present. We need to be active. We need to bring our uniqueness into our marital team if we are taking it to the heights that we desire to see it reach. I also want to bring another illustration from the work environment. I draw a lot of my experience from the banking environment where I worked for so many years. In the bank, there are transactions that you cannot initiate and complete as an individual. Somebody has to come in the chain of processing to do the approvals. So picture with me, you generate a transaction and you need your colleague to approve it and they are not on their desk. What will you do? You will be restless, you will be agitated, you cannot settle. You have to get up because this transaction is tying up your efficiency. It is locking you from achieving your goals and indeed objectives for the day. So you will jump up and go look for your colleague and tell them, "Come and help me clear the transaction which is in your queue. You need to approve it so that I can be able to continue delivering on my roles smoothly." And so when it comes to our team, friends, the principle is related to that. You cannot be comfortable when your friend is not pulling off their own weight. You cannot deliver on your vision if your friend who is part of the marital team is not doing what they are supposed to do. And so, my dear friends, that is what it means when each of us is supposed to bring our unique contribution into our marital team. You better be present to make sure you're contributing to the success and indeed to the fulfillment of the vision that you've set for your team as a marriage team. Friends, I also want to help us appreciate that we complement one another. Our unique roles are not competitive within our teams. Just as you see in a football team, the strikers are not competing with a goalkeeper. The defenders are not competing with any other team member. They are all working together, bringing in their strengths in order to take their team to the wins that they desire to see. Because that is their vision, that is their purpose, to play every game to win, not to lose. And so, friends, when it comes to our team, each of us needs to bring the whole of us, our strengths, our abilities, and play to win for our marital team, not to make our team to lose. And so, you complement one another. You are not in competition within your team. Another thing we need to appreciate is that our differences make for a super good team. Let's not be deceived that when you enter a marital team, you need to be thinking alike. You need to be thinking in the same direction. You need to have the same interests. No, like they say, variety is the spice of life. And I truly appreciate that, friends. You cannot be the same 100%. That would be a very boring team. It would be extremely, it would be a put off team. I will give us an example. In our Obokelo household here, my husband is an extremely outgoing person. He is a people person. He thrives and indeed flourishes when he's in the midst of people. He's talking, he's engaging, he's doing this and the other. So for him, the crowds really work for him. On the contrary, for me, crowds are a kind of nightmare. I'm not too comfortable when I am in huge crowds. I'm more comfortable in the one-on-one and two people engagements. That's where I thrive best because I love the detail. I love to connect on a personal level. But when it comes to the crowds, I kind of chill and So a few times when we have crowds of people around home here, my husband actually saves the day. I give him the stage because I know this is it. This is this thing. He's going to thrive. He's going to engage these people and the day will go well. At the end of the day, we are all benefiting. We are all winning. Why? Because this is our team and everybody has the opportunity to thrive and shine where their abilities are strongest. And like we say, together we stand, divided we fall. Friends, that is what a marital team is supposed to be like. Everybody bringing in their uniqueness, everybody bringing in their strength, everybody bringing in what they are best at, and they bring it and enable their team to thrive and indeed achieve the goals and purposes for which they have set up this team. As I conclude, friends, let me draw attention to the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 12 from verse 16 up to the very end, and it talks about the body. It says the body has very many different and indeed intricate parts. It has the eyes, it has the nose, it has the ears, it has the legs and the hands. And the hands cannot say, I am no longer part of the body. I no longer want to be a part of this body. No. The legs cannot say, I no longer want to be a part of this body. Why? Because the whole body is comprised of all these different parts which play their unique contributions to the successful functioning of the body. And so it is, friends, when it comes to our marriages. Each of us is like how you see the body, with the different parts playing different contributions. Our marital teams comprise of the two of us, and we each have those unique contributions and indeed roles that we are going to play in order to make our marital team to thrive and to prosper. And so, friends, just as the body, the whole body is not just a head, is not just a hand or an eye. The whole body comprises of so many different parts. And so that is our marriage. Our marital team comprises of so many different parts. It comprises of so many unique things that each of us is going to do in order to contribute to the success and indeed achievement of our goals. Friends, let's build healthy relationships. Let's build teams that are going to move. Let's build teams that are going to be the envy and indeed the admiration of the people who are looking up to us. Because in that way, we shall change and transform our societies through our families. Thank you for listening in. Thank you for loving our channel. Thank you for promoting our channel. Thank you for sharing widely. And together, friends, this is how we shall transform our society. God bless you. Catch you again next week. Bye.